Good evening, everyone. Welcome to this two-game series set that's about to begin shortly. We thank you guys for tuning into this game. This is Western New York Athletics live on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube as we have an evening matchup between the Medina Mustangs taking on the Akron Tigers. As we are just about to start this game, first pitch, and that is in there for a strike. Batting order for Medina is Brian Fry, who's first up at bat, the Division I Toledo committed athlete. Batting second to him will be AJ Seafelt. Number 3 will be Zach Fike, who will be their pitcher for today. Joe Cicchini will be the third baseman, batting fourth. Fifth will be Corey Sy at center field. Austin Mosher will be the catcher, batting sixth, and we have Xander Payne batting at seventh. Alex Doval will be batting eighth, and then batting ninth being the first baseman, Avon Doval. As this bat here is hit for a base hit. Rounding first is Fry. He tripped up a little bit, but he'll go coasting into second base with a leadoff double. I'll bring up the second batter, AJ Seafelt. AJ batting 200 so far on the season, 2 hits, 10 at-bats. This one is outside the zone for a ball. Take a look at the defensive field for Akron. Holtz is the pitcher. Meza is over at first base. Klodzinski is in shortstop. Adam Meets is at center field. Bauer is at third base. Raumeister is at second base. Ian Orelli over at right field. Wild is in center field. And in left field will be Swift, as Brian Fry, big reason why he's the leadoff man, stole third. Here's the pitch. Going towards right field and going well foul. It's Medina offense coming in here undefeated, as well as Akron. Medina 2-0 in league play. Akron, their first league matchup today. Both in Class B. 2. Seafield set in the box. Here's the pitch. And that one is high for another ball. Pitch. Sort of smoked right field, but well foul. And it looked like it accidentally hit someone well beyond the softball field. As you guys are looking at our baseball field now, right behind us is a softball field. Pitch. That one is high, and that will be ball 4. And a little bit of a struggling start there for Holtz. 2 batters he's faced. He's ended up in a double and a walk, and he's got runners in the corners, no outs, and comes in the third hole and pitching today for Medina, Zach Fike. Holtz looks at first. Steal is on, and Seafield will go in there easily with the steal. So 2 quick steals for Medina's offense. Runners both in scoring positions. Here's the 1-0. High, and that one I'll set up for ball 2. One is high again. That will now go to 3-0. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him a little high and got Fike's swing on it to make it go 3-1. Medina so far throughout those 3 games, they've outscored their opponents 45-2. Here's a swing, and that one is high. That will go well out of play, right past home field. Payoff pitch. That one is high. The count now should be full at 3-2. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Holtz coming in strong there, getting a strikeout. 1 away, and now coming up is the cleanup batter, Joe Cecchini. Swing and a miss, got him. Strike 1 now as Holtz starting to settle down a bit. Still got runners on second and third, 1 out. 0-1 pitch. This is another swing and a miss. Holtz just going with the fastball and blowing it right by Cecchini. The 0-2. That one goes low and away, and count will now go up to 1-2. Apologize about our scoreboard on our screen. It's having some technical difficulties. If you guys are just tuning in, there's only 1 out in this top of the first inning. Pitch. Swing and a miss, and how about that for Holtz? First 2 batters he faced ended up going in scoring position, and he's now struck out the next 2 batters. Two on, 2 out. Corey Sy taking a first pitch, and that will go as a ball, 1-0. Going away, and we'll now get 2 quick balls to go 2-0. Medina won their season opener against Livonia 10-0 as we get their first strike. Holtz, beautiful velocity on the ball, just blowing right by these batters so far. They took on Livonia 10-0, and then they beat Barker by scoring 16 runs in the second game, and then defeating Barker 19-2 to snatch the season series sweep. You just saw that last pitch go off tip, foul ball. Sy with 2 strikes can try to get some players home. That one is close, but home plate umpire seen it as a ball. Two, swing and a miss. Mitchell Holtz going down 1-2-3 after giving up those first 2 batters. It was a double by Fry and a walk by Seafield, but he came back with 3 strikes of his own to end the top of the first inning as players switch sides to go from offense to defense. Still scoreless here after the top of first is over.
At Cairo First Wellness, your health and well-being is our passion. Let us take care of you and your family like one of our own.
Cairo First Wellness Center is dedicated to providing patients long-term relief and teaching them how to continue taking care of themselves. With a blend of different techniques, services, and personalized treatment plans, we'll help you find wellness in a way that's right for you. Between chiropractic care, spinal decompression, nutritional counseling, massage therapy, custom orthotics, and more, your relief is in our hands. If twisting, popping, and cracking intimidate you, our Pro Adjuster restores the same range of motion as a physical adjustment would with gentle, repeated tapping.
Dr. Mo at Chiro First has been taking care of my back needs for the past 4 years. His staff treats you like family. I've had the traction, I've had the massage done, and every time leave here feeling fresh and brand new.
Chiro First Wellness Center. Your health and well-being. Our passion.
Are you in pain from a no-fault car accident? Don't wait. Call RES Physical Medicine and Rehab today and take advantage of our 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. One of our medical professionals will see you within 48 hours. RES offers DXD imaging for a more accurate diagnosis in less time. This allows our doctors to coordinate the most effective treatment plan to get you on your way to recovery faster. Feel better with RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. Click or call today to learn more.
Welcome back, everyone, to Western New York Athletics, as we will now start off the bottom of the first inning. It was scoreless for Medina's first try at bat. Brian Fry had a double. Seafield got walked. They ended up going with runners in scoring positions, if you see the first strike. But then Mitchell Holtz striking out the next three batters to get his team out of a jam. And now we'll see Medina on defense. Akron with their bats first time today, as this count will now go up to 1-1.
Holtz, who's off to end trip next year, you actually saw what he was doing was he was a little on top of that curveball.
Swing, and this one will go up to the second baseman, throwing over the first, and the first out of the bottom half of the inning starts away.
So you saw that curveball, he was having trouble getting in there, right? And then you saw on the 4, 5, 6 batters right there, he went to the fastball, and that fastball is working with him. He definitely had some pop on that fastball today.
Zach Fike coming in as the pitcher for Medina, getting the first out right away. It was a pitch and strike one as Meza takes a first pitch strike, his first plate appearance today. Holtz and Meza are the first two batters. Kladinsky will bat third. Meets will go fourth. Bauer will bat fifth. Raumeister will go sixth. Ian Orelli batting seventh. Wild batting eighth. And to complete the ninth batter will be Swift for Akron. Pitch in there and another strike, and taking out two strikes now as he's going to have to be a little bit more careful on this next pitch. Swing and a miss. Fike going high on there and getting Meza down on two quick outs away for Akron.
No need to throw a strike on that count. Absolutely didn't need to throw the strike, and he absolutely found the right spot and made him go after that one.
There's a pitch, and it's another good strike there. Klodzinski now up to bat. Klodzinski batting .273 on the season so far, and takes another strike.
A great kid right here. Lets all his bat do his talking. Lets his leadership happen on the field.
That one will go high as Fike tried to get Klodzinski to chase. He didn't bite. Counts now 1-2. And Fike already not settling down. He's going right after it, and he gets the strikeout. Two of the three outs ending K's, and Zach Fike able to get his defense quickly off the field and get the bats going. We're through one and are scoreless here on Western New York Athletics.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home. Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA, with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
We welcome back everyone to Western New York Athletics live here on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, whatever you guys are watching. We thank you guys for tuning into this Niagara Orleans League matchup and also Class B2 matchup here between Akron and Medina. And so far through one inning, it's like you mentioned before this game, it's been a nice pitcher's duel so far.
Yeah, we got two great pitchers here. There's no doubt about it, which is one of the reasons we wanted to come out and see this one. You know, Mitch Holtz going to N-Trip, like we talked about, one of the top junior college programs, them along with ECC here locally.
So stepping up to the plate will be the catcher, Austin Mosher. That first pitch, and this one has popped up in the foul territory. Third baseman trying to take a look at it, and he's got it for the first out. Bauer there to grab it, had to take a little bit of time, had a little bit of problem with the sun, but he was able to grab it.
I actually think he had more problem with his footing on that one. If you saw, he kind of, there's a couple lips out there as you're coming from the infield into foul territory, and he went over those lips, and I think he lost his footing a little bit.
I'll bring up now Xander Payne, the left fielder. And he, first pitch, looked like it could have been possibly a curveball or slider, but
it was a curveball. It was a curveball. He's just not finishing is what he's not doing. He's getting it hung right there, and that's what he's had trouble in the first inning, which is why he went to the fastball. But he's got to make sure he's got something else as far as an off-speed pitch. Maybe it's time to look for some sort of changeup now.
So first pitch, and that one has popped up the right field. Iannarelli has it, and he gets the first out.
Oh, this may be double play.
And now the throw over to first. And he's in there in time. We'll be safe. And like you mentioned, that was very close right there. As Payne mentioned, took a hit by pitch, and he tripped up as he didn't expect the right fielder to possibly catch that ball. Pitch. That one is there for ball one, and coming up to bat the first baseman, Aiden Paul. 1-0 pitch, 2 outs, runner on first. Pitch, and able to blow it right by him for the first strike. Holtz has had a good, strong start through this first and 2/3 innings.
Holtz has got to focus on this batter. You don't want the lineup to come around with Fry, especially with the runner in scoring position then.
1-1, and he goes a little bit high and gets him with the fastball. He's had some success with that velocity on the ball, just blowing it right by the batters.
Look for this one to be high or outside. Watch where the catcher goes. He's going, looks like high he's going.
The 1-2, that
missed.
check swing, and you heard it from the reaction from our color guy, Tom Prince. He was very close. The pitch. That one will go high. That one will set up a possible, a 3-2 pitch now coming up. Here it comes. Popped up and going well beyond out of play for a foul ball.
This is where you'll see Holtz, like we said, 3-2 count. You're going to challenge now the 9-hitter.
Holtz takes a look over at first, seeing where Payne is. He'll go, and that one will be ball 4. And just like you mentioned, runner in scoring position now, and here comes Brian Fry.
So, Jake, 3-2 count, right? 2 outs. When there's any runner on base and it's a force, they will go automatically. What they're trying to do is take that force play out at second base and make you have to throw across the diamond to get an out and not get an easy out right in front of you right there.
So with that Fry one, I'll go up to the plate. He's 1 for 1 so far off a double. A nice curveball there, hitting the mark for a strike.
Do not say baseball players are superstitious, because I'm going to tell you, look at those pants that Fry's wearing right there. He's wearing those because he's doing well in them, and he's not changing them.
Next pitch, and he gets the corner off the left side of the strike zone for strike 2. So quickly, 2 outs. 0-2 pitch, 2 down. Payne in scoring position. Here's the pitch. That one is high, gets right by the catcher, and there goes the runners. And that will put Fry in a beautiful spot. Even though he's got 2 strikes, he's got 2 runners in scoring position.
Still, I mean, I like the spot. I like what they were thinking. They did not want to throw one down the pipe, right, especially to a really good hitter. But I do like so far in this at-bat that he's found his off speed on those last couple pitches before that one where he went a little high in the zone.
Holt's ready to attack. That one will go outside, and we'll set up a 2-2 count.
Fry's one of our Division I prospects. He's off to the University of Toledo is where he'll be going to play baseball next year.
And he's going to call for time.
And I'm going to tell you right now, for anybody watching, he is someone that has to be considered for one of the top 3 sport athletes of the year. There is no doubt about what he's done in his 3 sports has been phenomenal.
Pitch, and that one will go to the backstop foul.
Led his basketball team, right? When you saw what he did on the football field, and now you're talking about this is really his sport. I mean, unbelievable what he's accomplished this season.
Pitch, and it gets tipped for the out. Catcher able to hold on to it, and that leaves 2 runners on base for Medina, as we will now head to the bottom of the 2nd inning with the score all scoreless here. We'll take a break in the action, and we'll be right back.
I love being home.
There's nothing better than owning the perfect house to come home to. You've earned it, and we'll make it happen. Our local real estate experts and in-house team of financial professionals make buying or selling your home simple. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
I love being home.
WNYathletics.com is the premier high school sports website in Western New York, providing the best sports coverage of Section 6 and Monsignor Martin leagues. Check out our page for daily game recaps and late-breaking sports news. Our online scoreboards are updated in real time. Never miss a goal or touchdown. Visit WNYathletics.com today or follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube.
Welcome back, everyone, to Western New York Athletics in this Niagara-Orleans League matchup between Medina and Akron. Talk about the defense here for the Medina Mustangs. You see on the mound is Zach Fike. Joe Cicini's over at third base. Corey Sy is out in center field. Austin Mosher is the catcher for today. Xander Payne's out in left field. Alex Stovall in right field. Aiden Paul at first base. AJ Field at second base. And Brian Fry, the shortstop. Here's the pitch. Nice hard grounder going to Fry. Throwing over to first, and it's wide. And he will now go for second. And he will coast in there, and a bit of an errant throw on Fry's end, and that puts the leadoff runner here at the bottom of the 2nd Meats in scoring position.
If you remember before this game started, I talked to you about lips, right? There are lips all over the field, and that's right there where a home field lip is an advantage to you, right? Ground ball, if we're playing a Medina on the turf, that's a perfectly fielded ground ball and an out. Here, anything can happen on a hop, and that's exactly what happened there as it takes a bad hop.
There's a bunt opportunity, and this one will go foul.
You could actually hear the wind blowing in our sets right there. And I'll tell you, this is a great example. Like, you're going to bunt like that with the lip. It could hit one of these lips and go into fair territory. You got to be running on that. Anything can happen on there.
Andrew Bauer, the third baseman, tried to go for a bunt attempt. Went foul, though. Tries again, and it'll go right to Fike. He'll check over to third and go for first to get the first out of the inning. But that runner advances from second to third, and he's only close, so much closer now to get this first run on the board for his team and for the game.
Great job there. Your job is to get that butt down and then make sure that runner gets over into third base. Now, a fly ball can easily put you out in the lead right now. But I'll tell you, be careful. You got a couple guns in that outfield, too, that can still keep them in.
First pitch, it goes high to the right for a ball. Andrew Ramesser comes up to the plate today.
Medina's playing like this is going to be a really tight game. They've already got that infield in on the grass.
Here's the pitch, and that one will tip foul towards Medina's bench. Ramesser coming into this game, 0 hits, 9 at-bats, so a good way to get your first hit of the season right here. It's the 1-1. That one right there for strike 2. Fike showing him the velocity on the ball.
And I'll tell you, they'll take it even if it's not his first hit. They're just looking for it to put it in place somewhere and make something happen. You put this ball in play, and there's a good chance that run still scores.
The 1-2. And that one tips. It will go foul. Along with Medina this season, Akron's done a tremendous job their first 3 games putting points on the board. They've outscored their opponents 51-6. A 1-2. Hits it towards right field, but that one will curve foul and will reset again.
Good piece of hitting on that one still. Even though it was foul, did you see where the catcher set up, Jake? Catcher sets up on the outside corner there. You got to go with that pitch on the outside. That's exactly what he does.
The pitch. And he's able to hit it towards the Fry, and he gets the tag out, and the out is there. Brian Fry using his velocity on his throw and able to get the runner out from third.
Jake, did you see, though, the hop that one took? It got the hop that goes up in the air that gives right there Fry the ability to be able to set up, use that arm, and throw it as really with all his speed there at home plate and get that out. That's where the field goes in the opposite direction against you. So you can see is definitely a lot of things that are going to happen out there in the field when you put the ball in the play.
Pitched high there for a ball. Matt Iannarelli stepping up to the plate for the first time today. Got a runner on first, 2 down. The pitch. That one goes towards the right side of Iannarelli. The count will now go up to 2-0.
But Fry shows why he's a Division I shortstop right there, right? Puts that last play behind him, no big deal, comes up with a big play right there and makes sure that run doesn't score.
The 2-0. That one will get smacked foul, hitting the fence.
So what I think happens on this one is there was catcher's interference on this one. That's why he was able to award the base.
So the base for Iannarelli, he'll move to first. Ramesser going to second off catcher's interference. And that will now set up number 16 up to the plate, Aiden Wild. He'll take a first pitch ball high.
I've been amazed how many catcher's interferences I've already seen this season. I have seen a lot of these.
It's the pitch. Goes high again, almost the same spot, and he got wild chase in there for a strike. 2 down, 2 men on base, 1 in scoring position. Here's the 1-1. He gets him high again, getting him the chase. And the count when I'll go 1-2.
Tell you, I'd sit one right at the eye level right here, right? If he's gone after the high ones already, put one right at the eye level here.
Fike getting the sign from his catcher. He deals. Swing! And he gets him for the strikeout. Faced 1 ball and got him swinging 3 straight times for the 3rd and final out. No runners cross home plate after a beautiful throw by Brian Fry to get the runner from 3rd out at home plate. We now head to the top of the 3rd. We are still scoreless here. We'll be right back. This is Western New York Athletics.
At Cairo First Wellness, your health and well-being is our passion. Let us take care of you and your family like one of our own.
Cairo First Wellness Center is dedicated to providing patients long-term relief and teaching them how to continue taking care of themselves. With a blend of different techniques, services, and personalized treatment plans, we'll help you find wellness in a way that's right for you. Between chiropractic care, spinal decompression, nutritional counseling, massage therapy, custom orthotics, and more, your relief is in our hands. If twisting, popping, and cracking intimidate you, our Pro Adjuster restores the same range of motion as a physical adjustment would with gentle, repeated tapping.
Dr. Mo at Cairo First has been taking care of my back needs for the past 4 years. His staff treats you like family. I've had the traction, I've had the massage done, and every time leave here feeling fresh and brand new.
Cairo First Wellness Center. Your health and well-being. Our passion.
Are you in pain from a no-fault car accident? Don't wait. Call RES Physical Medicine and Rehab today and take advantage of our 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. One of our medical professionals will see you within 48 hours. RES offers DXD imaging for a more accurate diagnosis in less time. This allows our doctors to coordinate the most effective treatment plan to get you on your way to recovery faster. Feel better with RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. Click or call today to learn more.
We welcome back to you to Western New York Athletics live here on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. I'm Jacob Fyack. Alongside me is Tom Prince. We're live here at the Thomas Wetson Field, home of the Akron, home of the Akron Tigers. They're set to face off against Medina Mustangs here in this league matchup. And so far, we're through 2 innings, and it's scoreless thanks to not only some good pitching, but some nice defense in the infield.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've seen some nice adjustments by both pitchers, too, that have definitely made some adjustments during each inning to make sure they get out of their innings. Just great pitching so far. We knew this was going to be a pitcher's duel, right? It was going to be the opportunity to see who could jump on first, which is a big reason why that last inning, you saw Medina come in and play in the 2nd inning, play to be able to stop that run from happening because they knew this is going to be a close game.
So Seafield steps up to the plate, and a first pitch, and it goes right towards up the middle to the center fielder for a base hit. First pitch he sees, and he smacks it right over the head of Holtz for a hit.
Jake, your highest percentage is the first pitch strike. That's going to be, everyone will tell you your highest average on any pitch is first pitch strike, and that's exactly why he goes out there and jumps on that first pitch.
So as he jumps on it, he goes on the first base, and batting in the 3rd hole, Zach Fike, the pitcher against pitcher, and they've had a tremendous job on the mound so far. Takes a first pitch to the outside left for a ball. Here's the 1-0. Ends up stealing. This ball's popped up. Trying to fight for it, and he ends up dropping it.
That's a tough run. That is a tough catch. I want you to, Jake, take a look. Let's give everybody, the viewers there. He goes down the dirt into a lip, right? Mm-hmm. Then comes up and has to go downhill the entire way to try to make that catch and be able to look up into the sun at the same time. That is a very tough play, period. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Yeah, with this being a cloudless evening, as Holtz gets over the first, and Seafield is there safe. cloudless day here at Akron High School. And, you know, when you get a pop fly like that, see that white ball in the sky, when you see sun, it's going to always be a trouble to try and catch it. Showing bunt. This one's popped up, and this one will go foul. 1-2 count now. And the one thing I want to mention about between Fike and Holtz, we mentioned their, you know, a couple times their pitching duel so far. They've also haven't taken much time when they're in their windup or in their startup. They're going right after batters right away.
Good point, Jake. I love the speed and the tempo, and I did want to mention that last inning because you see Fike does a really good job of that. But that faster pace, do you know who that really likes that more than anything? Is your fielders, because they're not standing around and waiting a lot, right? Your fielders love fast-paced pitchers, and both are actually doing that very well today.
Here's the 1-2. And he's able to fight this one off. Goes to the backstop, another foul ball. Fike went down on strikes his first plate appearance. Ended up swinging and missing for a third strike. This one's high. Looked like that was a pitch out to see if Seafield was going to go or not. Now Seafield will get another look over to first. He'll get back there. The 2-2. He's going. And this one's popped up again. This is towards left side of the field and foul. We've seen a nice pitcher's duel so far, and we're getting another one here when they go up against each other. Pitcher against pitcher. The pitch. This one is smacked, and it's past the first baseman for a base hit. Seafield rounding second. He's going for 3, and a nice hard hit by Zach Fike has now put runners at the corners with no outs.
Mazza does a good job of getting the glove on that, right? But, boy, I'll tell you what he does by getting a glove on that. That could potentially, the way how hard it was hit, get by that right fielder, and you're talking about the first run possibly scores right there. I think what you're going to see at first and third, don't be surprised to see Medina move quickly, try to move that runner over, and then give Cicchini right here an opportunity to try to get a hit with runners on second and third.
Cicchini checks his swing, but he holds up. It's ball 1.
Joe, I love his approach hit and Rice. He really makes sure that he goes after the right pitch.
This one will be smacked fouled and will once again go towards the softball field. Had that happen, that's not twice that's happened today.
Yeah, already hit one of the coaches over there too.
It did?
But no, in the last one.
Last one.
But I'll tell you, what I like about Joe's approach, he gets in there, he's very methodical in his approach, right? He literally makes sure he goes through the entire at-bat. You can see him, he takes his time.
Pitch, and that one is a ball, and Fike will have an easy trip to second base for a steal. So 0 outs. This was a similar hole that almost the exactly same hole in the first inning that Holtz dealt with. Runners on the corners, no outs, and you got the next 3 batters. And this one is there for a strike.
So he's given that outside corner right there. I mean, that was a little farther. So you wonder now is, if I'm Akron, and Medina, do I learn from that? See, move to the outside.
The pitch. This one's hit towards left field. And he's going to go for it. And he's going to coast in there, and the first run of the game is going to be a sac fly. Joe Cicchini able to bring A.J. Seatfield home for the first run of the game.
And absolutely does his job right there. That's what you're looking for.
Fike, who stole second base on that before that pop fly, stays at second with 1 out.
But good approach. That's what you're looking for. Drive the ball, get that runner in. Because, listen, we talked about it at the end of the inning right there. They were playing as if this is going to be a close game. So you're playing to get that run in right there.
Corey Sy now coming up to bat, struck out his last appearance. First pitch. That one is a little high for a 1-0 count. Swing and a miss by Sy.
See what that was, Jake? That outside, right? If Blue's going to give you that outside corner, I'm going to look to start going out there even farther. See? Look at move to the outside. There it is. See, he's giving it to you.
So 2 straight pitches going outside, and you now have a 1-2 count. Holtz already settling and dealing. Gets him. On the next 3 pitches, he gets him for the strikeout, and 2 are down. Austin Mosher now coming up to bat. His last plate appearance, he flew out his last attempt.
Jake, now if I'm a catcher right here, what I want to do is to see how far he's going to give me. See if you can inch out a little bit more. See if he's going to give it to you.
This is the first pitch. And that one's there again for a strike. And it's like you mentioned, he's inching towards, a bit in the outside, and he's getting those calls.
And when you sit on that outside corner, it makes it harder and harder for hitters. Ooh, nice curve. That's his, see?
Gets it right there for a strike.
All right, so why are you doing this? Why do you want the outside corner? Because what you're trying to do is make a hitter roll over. You're trying to get them to reach and still use their power and go to their reach. If you do that, it's a ground ball out.
And here's a high pitch. Had the duck, and that one will set up Fike at third base.
Right, you're trying to give yourself an easy out right there. So you're trying to get that runner, the hitter, to ground out or be able to reach and pop one up. If you are a good hitter, what you need to do on a pitch like that, Jake, is drive it opposite field. Everything's got to go oppo on a pitch like that and be able to drive it out to that opposite field.
Runner at third. Here's the 1-2. That one's high to the right. Count one out, even back up. Here's the pitch. That one goes right past the catcher, goes through his glove, and that will set Fike home to make this a 2-0 ball game.
Now, Holt just got to, put it past him right now, start over.
The 1-2. Excuse me, that was actually 3-2 pitch. Now it will now worth a walk for Mosher. That will now set up Xander Payne.
Xander Payne will also be a big pitcher for this Medina team, and he's also known as the quarterback who just went out and won the sectional title for Medina.
His last plate appearance, he was hit by a pitch. This one, he faces a fastball down the middle for a strike.
Young player, I'll tell you, young player has already thrown mid-80s, right? I'm telling you, you're going to hear much more about this kid, and you've already heard about him, but we're going to keep hearing more and more.
This one is hit towards right field, right side of the infield. Toss over the first, and Holt is able to catch it for the third and final out. 2 runs off 2 base hits, 1 man left on, and we will now head to the bottom of the third inning. 2-0, Medina up on top.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
I love being home.
There's nothing better than owning the perfect house to come home to. You've earned it, and we'll make it happen. Our local real estate experts and in-house team of financial professionals make buying or selling your home simple. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
I love being home.
Are you in pain from a no-fault car accident? Don't wait. Call RES Physical Medicine and Rehab today and take advantage of our 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. One of our medical professionals will see you within 48 hours. RES offers DXD imaging for a more accurate diagnosis in less time. This allows our doctors to coordinate the most effective treatment plan to get you on your way to recovery faster. Feel better with RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. Click or call today to learn more.
Welcome back, everyone, to Western New York Athletics. We're live here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. I'm Jacob Fike. Alongside me is Tom Prince. We're live here at the Thomas Watson Field, home of the Akron Tigers boys varsity baseball team, and they are currently down against this Medina team 2-0 as they come up to bat here at the bottom of the third.
And don't forget, we're live on our website, too.
Yep, live also on WesternNewYorkAthletics.com. You can watch it from there as well. This one I'll put up Kyle Swift, his first plate appearance today. The 2-3 is going to battle it out. And Fike wins the first battle, getting that strike there 0-1.
Boy, he went all out, man. That bat even matches all the colors. He's doing it all out there.
Pitch, and this one will smack foul. Go right towards our spectators along the third baseline. Quick going, too. Fike shaking his head no. Now he says yes. The 0-2. This one's low, and Swift doesn't bite on it. 1-2. The pitch. This one will go towards the third base line and foul. Swift is a little bit late on this swinging, but anything that stays in field, try to get Akron's first hit of the game.
Yeah, I mean, he's slapping at it is what he is. Which some players will, when they do that, are purposely trying to go that way. And if it's for an outside pitch, it's even stronger why he'd want to do that. See, look at the outside pitch.
This one, like you mentioned, outside, not will now go 2-2. Pitch. This one goes towards Fry. He'll try to gun over to first, and he gets him for the out. We've seen the velocity on Zach Fike so far in pitching. Brian Fry showing it at shortstop. He's gunned 2 people out, one at home and over there at first.
Tell you, Blue really thought about that one too. Boy, he really made sure of his call before he made the call.
Back up to the top of the order. Holt's now up, and he takes a first pitch strike. The 0-1. And this one over the third base bag, and that one is a base hit. Holt's now rounding first, and he's going to stop there and get back to first off a single, the first hit of the game for Akron, and it comes from their pitcher.
And if you notice, the first 2 hits for both teams right down that baseline is exactly where they were.
Fry had it earlier at the top of the first inning, and Holt's doing it there at the bottom of the third.
Both lefties doing it too, right down that baseline. But I'll tell you, if I'm watching, right, and how Swift was doing that, really enjoying how he was throwing the outside pitch.
Meza up to bat now. Last plate appearance, ended up striking out in the first.
It was a ball on the outside.
Here's the 1-0. Going to the outside, and a steal attempt there by Holtz, and catcher there for Medina ended up bobbling it, so stolen base now leaves a runner in scoring position. There's for time.
That was on Blue. He even said it was his bad. Sorry. I think the dirt kicked up there, which is what he saw. You see how the wind kicked up there? There was some dirt that kicked up.
I did see that, yeah. So I'm called for time. Had a little bit of distraction with the dirt from the wind. The pitch. And that's there for strike 2.
Two good adjustments, though. They always tell a pitcher, even when that happens, throw the ball. Fike did it, and he threw it to make sure you don't have some sort of injury because you hold back.
Holtz on second. And this one is tipped and will go foul.
Think of how big this inning could be if that bang play over at first base is called safe, right? Now you'd be talking about runners on first and second, and Akron trying to really answer just like Medina did right there. But remember, one hit, and you're still talking a 2-1 ball game.
Here's the pitch. That one's high. One down, one runner on second. Akron trying to go for the first run. And that one is there for strike 3. He got Meza looking. 2 down now. Now stepping up will be number 2, Jack Kladzinski. Kladzinski in his last appearance, top of the first inning, swung and missed for the 3rd out. Fike went 1-2-3 in that top of the bottom of the 3rd inning. Kladzinski taking a first pitch ball.
I said it was bottom of the 1st when they all strike out. They came up 1-2-3 if you remember, right to start off this game.
Here's the pitch, and that one will go foul, heading towards the softball field. Not going into the field this time.
Got a lot of games going on. We got lacrosse playing behind us, right? Literally right behind us. And then behind us, kind of off to the right, we got a softball game going on.
Pitch. That one's to the outside right for a ball.
Seeing some crowds start to come back. We're seeing the fans start to come back. How about what we saw just in the NBA this past weekend, what we saw with Phil Mickelson this past weekend?
And Fike checked over. Had Holtz stay there at second.
The wind kicking up. You can hear it in our microphones.
The pitch. This one is smacked foul towards us. And going back to the backstop. Fike. Mosher, the pitcher and catcher, settling on a pitch. Here it is. This one will go towards right field, and this one will be curving foul. Some nice battles we've had at plate so far for both squads. Not trying to make it easy for each pitcher.
Yep, Kladzinski, a very good hitter here for Akron. Battling in this at bat, trying to get the pitch that he's looking for. Looking for that mistake that hopefully gets left over the plate.
The pitch. Right down Main Street. He gets him looking for strike 3. And that will end the inning. One man left on base here as Fike able to get that crucial 3rd out. We now head to the top of the 4th inning. Medina currently up on Akron 2-0.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today. and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
WNYathletics.com is the premier high school sports website in Western New York, providing the best sports coverage of Section 6 and Monsignor Martin leagues. Check out our page for daily game recaps and late-breaking sports news. Our online scoreboards are updated in real time. Never miss a goal or touchdown. Visit WNYathletics.com today or follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube.
Top of the fourth inning coming up in just a minute, and as this Akron and Medina teams square off here in this Niagara Orleans League matchup. Right now, Medina currently up on Akron 2-0, and that all started at the previous top inning, top of the third, where A.J. Seafeld and Zach Fike each had some base hits, which ended up leading to 2 runs there, as Seafeld and Fike both came home to cross the plate. And has been our score so far, as Medina comes back here at the top of the fourth to try and extend their lead.
Yep, both pitchers dealing, right? We've seen some good pitching today. I tell you, I think what we learned last inning, at least, that Akron saw, was that you're gonna see Holtz right now try to work that outside corner, I think, a little bit more. You really started to see him find it and use it to his advantage that last inning more than he has so far this entire game. So see if we see those adjustments, see if they try to move even a little farther out and challenge that outside corner a little bit more.
So the infield talk to their pitcher. They break out a huddle. And stepping to the plate for Medina, number 13, Alex Doval. And he'll take a first pitch strike.
You can see it right on the outside corner. That's where they're sitting.
Second one there. He takes a hack and ends up missing it for an 0-2 count. Doval earlier in the game, top of the second, he flew out. Heading into this game, he's batting .571, 4 hits out of 7 at-bats. As this one gets tipped and goes foul.
Tell you though, every time a foul ball is, you got to look. You got the lacrosse fans right behind us. You're worried about one's going to go that way. You got the softball, which is coach already got hit out here.
The pitch, that one's high inside. Count will go 1-2.
Jake, it's just so fun to see all the people around here. It really is. It feels great to be around people, call games.
Curveball, that one hits towards inside. Count will now go even strength, 2-2. As you mentioned before, it's great seeing this many fans back here in the field, as that one is worth a walk. And not only that, just to see this many games being played as one. Duval thought he worked the walk, but didn't realize that was ball 3, so it's going to be a 3-2 count.
Hey, he tried, right? He tried to make it happen.
The pitch, and that one's hit, blooped foul towards the third baseline.
Good at bat. He's definitely battling in here, right? Fouling off those pitches.
Three-two. That one's high, and net time. He'll take a jog over to first for a no-out leadoff walk.
Now what you've done is, right, you get the possibility, if you don't get this batter out, you're bringing Fry up again.
There's a bunt attempt. That one's towards the first base line. The home plate umpire will signal it foul.
That ball stopped dead in its tracks. Do you see that?
I did see
the
that.
little dust came up from it. It stopped dead in its tracks right there.
Don't normally see that a lot when the ball stops dead in its track like that. Usually it'll trickle around and get towards the grass and we'll make it stop.
But trying to get that runner over in the scoring position, especially with one of your top hitters coming up.
Paul trying to bunt it again, and this time he'll get it towards Holt. He'll fire it over to first and get the first out of this inning as Doval will head to second base.
Very good job right there, right? Your job is to get that bunt down and move the runner over. That's exactly what he was asked to do, and he did. Now what do? You bring up one of your best hitters right now with a runner in scoring position who's right now, going to be looking to put the ball into play right here and get something happen to get this guy home.
Here's the pitch. That one's high. That one's high for Fry, who's 1 for 2 today.
And remember, you got Seefelter right now up next, who also has already got a big hit too.
Here's the 1-0. That one is smoked to center field. He's trying to track it back, and he's not able to make the catch, ends up dropping it. And that will go towards the shortstop, and that will go as an error, but Fry will move to second. Doval will head to third, and now with 1 out, runners once again for Medina are in scoring position.
Looked like he had a good track on the ball, too. I actually thought he had it. You almost wonder if he lost it a little bit in the sun because, Jake, I think he's looking almost directly into the sun where it is right now in direction to where that ball was. But here you go. You got a guy who's already had a big hit in this game, right? Now he's got runners on second, third, looking to try to break the game open right here.
Seefeld on his last appearance singled, ended up scoring, became the first runner of the game. That one's high and going past. Duvo is going to try and sprint for home, and he's going to make it there as Fry will advance to third, and Medina up now 3-0.
It looks like Coach is going to come out and talk to it, and this is actually his dad who's coming out to talk to him. So this is Coach Holtz coming out to talk to him right now. You always see this Coach dad walk out there. You wonder what this conversation is going to be like, huh?
We've had plenty of dad and son connections here throughout Western New York who have been a lot of times where, the coaches and their sons will be playing, for their teams, and it's like you said, it's always interesting to see what these conversations would be.
Coach Holtz is a class act. He really is. Great coach. I've had an opportunity to work with him too. No doubt what he's just trying to do is just, telling him you don't need to overthrow, right? You don't need to overthrow. Hit your spots, right? We'll work on getting right back in this game. 1 run at a time, 1 pitch at a time, right? You can see. It's even, by the way, look at no stress, right? Take my time. Same thing as trying to tell him. No stress. Take your time. 1 moment at a time. Let's get back in this.
Here's the pitch. That one will hit towards the shortstop. He'll now fire it over to first for the second out, and Fry will now advance from third to home to make this a 4-0 ball game.
Honestly, a good play right there. Like you said, very tough hop right there in the infield. And he does a good job of getting that throw over to get that out.
The connection from Klodzinski to Meza for Akron from shortstop to first for the second out. Now we have 2.
So they're talking about this
talking
one.
about it?
Yeah, I think they're asked to talk about him. They're wondering if he pulled his foot over here at first base. So he's checking with him to see if he had a better angle, because sometimes the home plate umpire will have a better angle at this. So they're going to stay at he's out still. They talked it over, though, right? Love that, because what you'll do is you'll ask the umpire to say, hey, listen, because the umpire's out in the field right there sometimes, right? And you can see when they're out in the field, sometimes they don't see that foot being pulled right there, so they try to ask for help from the home plate umpire who's got a better angle to see that.
There's now a pitch. That one's popped up for Fike. Bauer trying to fight for it, and that one just gets over the fence, foul.
Boy, he's had some action with fly balls over here at third base.
Fike now 1 of 2 so far today. Had a single in his last plate appearance. Struck out in the first inning. Here's the 0-1. Curveball, they're hitting outside left. The count will even up at 1. Here's the pitch. That one smacked foul towards third base foul territory. We're now going 1-2.
I know you can't see it here because we don't have a lot of flags, but the wind is blowing from right to left. So from first to third is the way the wind is blowing out there. You can see it in the trees out in the distance.
The pitch high, and the count will even up once again, go 2-2.
But when a couple of those gusts really pick up, Jake, that curveball has got to go against that. And you could see a couple of those really hang right now.
Here's the pitch, and he's able to get him for strike 3. And that will complete the top of the 4th inning. 2-runner score, and that now extends Medina's lead 4-0. And we will keep it right here as before the bottom of the 4th inning starts. Want to take our attention now to Tom Prince, who has a special show that he's been working on, that he already had an episode premiere, I believe, last week on Western New York Athletics, and I'd like to talk to you more about it.
Yeah, so if you haven't seen it right now, what we've done is everybody has said for the longest time there's not an opportunity to see box scores anymore. There's not an opportunity to see baseball. Baseball's not getting what they deserve. Guess what? You're getting it now. You got your own show right now at 7:30 on all of these platforms that we already talked about, the same way this game is being done. Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, as well as on our website. What it ultimately is doing, I think the best way to explain it is like This Week in Baseball, or it's like a Sports Center quick thing where I'm going to go through various games and recognize some of the big things that happen in these games. We talked about Medina, who had a big game against Livonia already this week. We talked about Akron's games. We talked about, Will North, Will East. We went up and down, right, the entire section, as well as Monsignor Martin conferences. And we recognized over 100 baseball players just this week alone in a half an hour. 100 plus one interview where we brought in Anthony Greco is who we brought in. And we will be bringing in more guests as we'll be interviewing one baseball player and one softball player, because the softball is the second half of the show. So baseball for the first half hour, softball for the second half hour. It's time we recognize these athletes. You're getting your chance. Tune in, because I'm going to tell you, we recognize a lot of kids. Listen to all these accomplishments that are out there. We've got some great baseball players. It is one of the biggest sports here in Western New York that we send to the Division I level. And I'm telling you, we got them all over the place.
And definitely tune those every week at 7:30 as this first pitch is popped up. First baseman trying to track it down, and he's able to fight off the sun a bit, had to lunge a bit, but he gets the first out of the inning. Aiden Paul, the first baseman there, making that grab.
That sun is tough, I'm telling you. If we just turn our back to the sun, it really is right in our eyes.
There's already one out for Akron. That one I'll bring up number 19, Andrew Bauer. Who you mentioned before, has also been fighting the sun a lot, had some pops-ups towards his third base side. He's had to make a couple of plays. Here's the pitch. This one is trickled down towards the third base line, but foul. As you hear it on our microphones, the wind is picking up a little bit. It has a couple times throughout this game.
Now, it's funny. This could work into a different thing with Fike out on the mound, with the lefty. So his hook comes in a different way, right? So you could say the wind may be a benefit to him. You get more bite on it.
This one, he goes high. And Bauer doing a good job staying alive in the at-bat. Fike already setting and dealing. This one's popped up. That one's high and towards the first base sideline, foul. And Bauer already having 2 strikes on him. The pitch. This one's high. That one is lobbing over towards Brian Fry, and he'll get it for the second out. Already, first two batters faced in this inning are already down, and now we'll bring up number 4, Andrew Ramesser. First pitch he sees, that one's a bit outside the corner for a ball.
That's that area I've been wanting to see how far you were going to get away with on the outside.
The 1-0 pitch, and this one he ends up checking, almost same spot, results in another ball. Swing, and this one is a screamer towards the backstop, and that one's foul. We've had a couple people so far to try to dive from these baseballs.
I told you. I said it's every ball that gets hit. I look because I said there's so many people that are around us. We're pretty blocked by the fence. It's almost, I don't want to say impossible, but it's pretty close. It's got to be a high fly ball really come over the fence to hit us.
And we get a screamer towards the backstop, towards the left of me of our broadcast booth, also foul. Pitch. Loud one as that one goes past the first baseman, and Ramesser's going to be there safe. Chalk that up. I would say an error towards the first baseman, and Ramesser.
That's a hit.
That's a hit?
You can't do anything with a hop that takes a hop like that you're not planning on, right? That's those lips that we talked about right there, that you just can't control that. It's just, you know what I mean? Like he's got a perfect beat on it, and boom, the thing pops up in his head, You can't do anything about that. You just say, man, bad hop, don't worry about it. You can't control those, but what you want to make sure – and I'll tell you, we saw Mitchell Holtz do this well early in the game, and I would have liked to seen Fike get to that first base a little quicker. Anything hit to the right side, you got to be flying off the mound as a pitcher and be standing there. Because I'll tell you, did you notice the second baseman was behind there and may have had a shot right there if we were really get set up over at first base? So you want to make sure no matter what, if it's hit to the right side as a pitcher, you've got to come off that mound, peel off there, and get ready to make a play to be a first baseman very quickly.
So Iannarelli now up to the plate, and this one will go foul. So Ramesser will be credited his base hit, his first one of the season. Here's the pitch. This one smacked towards center field, trying to track it up, and that one's over the head for a base hit. Here's now Ramesser rounding third. He will score. It's now a double for Iannarelli. Hit it off the sweet spot, and Akron is on the board first.
He definitely got a hold of that one. He hammered that one out to center field. Great poke right there, and there is a little momentum that Akron's been waiting for. That first real big hit of the game, and now you've got another runner in scoring position, and you can knock this down to 4-2 with another base hit.
That's a huge two-out double by Iannarelli as his teammate Wild comes up to the plate and faces a first pitch ball. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. And that was right there. Swift wanted it, but just couldn't get that bat release quicker. The 1-1. Fike able to blow it right by him. Strike two. 2 down, 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. That one is inside, but not biting the strike zone. Will count. We'll go back up 2-2.
He almost pulled it. He was close, I'll tell you that.
The 2-2. Able to hit it towards second base. They'll fling it over to first, and the inning is over. So 1 run off 2 hits, 1 man left on base. As we will now go to the top of the 5th inning. Medina currently up on Akron 4-1.
At Cairo First Wellness, your health and well-being is our passion. Let us take care of you and your family like one of our own.
Cairo First Wellness Center is dedicated to providing patients long-term relief and teaching them how to continue taking care of themselves. With a blend of different techniques, services, and personalized treatment plans, we'll help you find wellness in a way that's right for you. Between chiropractic care, spinal decompression, nutritional counseling, massage therapy, custom orthotics, and more, your relief is in our hands. If twisting, popping, and cracking intimidate you, our Pro Adjuster restores the same range of motion as a physical adjustment would with gentle, repeated tapping.
Dr. Mo at Cairo First has been taking care of my back needs for the past 4 years. His staff treats you like family. I've had the traction, I've had the massage done, and every time leave here feeling fresh and brand new.
Cairo First Wellness Center. Your health and well-being, our passion.
Are you in pain from a no-fault car accident? Don't wait. Call RES Physical Medicine and Rehab today and take advantage of our 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. One of our medical professionals will see you within 48 hours. RES offers DXD imaging for a more accurate diagnosis in less time. This allows our doctors to coordinate the most effective treatment plan to get you on your way to recovery faster. Feel better with RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. Click or call today to learn more.
Welcome back, everyone, to Western New York Athletics. Thank you so far for tuning into this Niagara-Orleans League matchup between the Akron Tigers and the Medina Mustangs. So far, it all seemed like Medina, as they scored the first 4 runs of this game, both in the 3rd and 4th inning. But in the bottom of the 4th, Akron was able to come back with a run of their own. As we now go to the top of the 5th, Medina has a chance to extend it, whereas Akron has a couple of opportunities to cut this lead down.
So we talked a little bit about the JUCO route here today. N-Trip, who's off to the Division III JUCO World Series. They drew the number 4 seed and will open play Saturday, May 29th versus the number 5 seed St. Cloud Tech.
This batter for Joe Cicchini able to take a first pitch strike. The second one, he's able to blast it over to left field. And that one looked like went off the fence. And Cicchini went out coast in the second with a leadoff double.
Remember I talked to you about his approach the first half? What a great approach. What a great hitter he really is. Strokes that one. Remember, he actually was the one to bring in the first run on that sac fly. So really he was 0 for 0, right, coming into there, and then boom, next time up, rocks a double out to the fence. Great hitting right there by Joe Cicchini.
And by Cicchini's leadoff double, now put up Corey Sy at the plate. No outs. Top of the 5th inning. First pitch ball going outside. Sy right now 0 for 2 so far. He struck out twice. The pitch. That one's right there, and the count will even up at 1.
Right now, Medina is warming up a new pitcher as number 7, Aiden Paul, is warming up for Medina right now.
The pitch. Curveball, and that one hits the dirt for 2-1 count. The pitch. Swing and a miss for Sy, and the count will even back up now at 2. Swing and a miss. He's able to get Sy now. It's now the 3rd time he's struck out today, and we are now 1 away in the inning.
Good job by Holtz, right? You want your pitcher to settle in after a hit like that. Does a great job of getting his out himself.
Here's the pitch, and that one is popped up. And that one's back towards the softball field. As coming to the plate is the catcher, Austin Mosher. Run around second, one down. The pitch, and a nice curveball there for strike two.
Chikini and Klodzinski right out there, and especially when they get right next to each other. They're actually summer teammates, too, on their summer team for the Western New York Prospects.
Here's the 1-1. And this one is hit towards left field. Trying to track it down, and that one will fall for a base hit. See now rounds third. That was Cicchini there. He'll stay at third, and a big double there for Austin Mosher.
Yeah, and Cicchini had to hold up part of the way right there. He had to see, because it looked like that Swift actually had a beat on that, and it looked like there was a chance he was going to catch it, so he had to make sure it was going to be caught, or, make sure it wasn't going to be caught before he took off right there. So you're going to see Akron now bring the infield in. They need to make sure no more runs come in.
It's now Xander Payne. That one's high for the first pitch of this at-bat. Payne right now 0 for 1 so far. Had a hit by pitch in the second, and then the third he grounded out. Second pitch there is in for a strike. This one will go low, and the count will raise up to 2-1.
Sorry, we may have lost our picture there for a minute, but we got you back up and running.
Here's the pitch. And that one will go foul. 2-2 now coming up. And as you see on our screen, it's been about a couple times today. Medina has had 2 runners in scoring position. Here's the 2-2. That one is high. And Payne thought he was going to bite a little bit on it, but was able to hold off. Count will now run full. Here's a hit. And that one will go towards Bauer. He'll fling it over to first. He'll try to get the tag out there. And he is out, but Cicchini will now run third and head home.
He calls him out, but now watch. He's saying, hold on, coach. I think he's going to ask for help on this one. He's going to go to the ump, and they're going to talk this one over before they call him out.
So right now, Cicchini did cross the plate. It is 5-1, but both umpires are going to take a look to see if Xander Payne was out at first. That throw was a little bit off. The first baseman had to get off the bag to make the tag. He was ruled initially out, but both officials are going to look at each other to see if he's out or safe.
So that was actually Mitchell Holtz's 105th pitch. So he has to come out of the game at this point as a pitcher. And that's exactly some of the moves that you're seeing. Is they're going to move him over to shortstop now. And it looks like who's coming into the game right now is Adam Meets, who's going to come in and pitch. So they did call him out at first still. So they talked it over, and they're calling him out at first.
So right now, the manager and the home plate umpire for Medina are having a little bit of a talk with each other.
I don't think he realized that Coach Sherman is coaching first base is actually the head coach. I think a lot of people assume it's automatically the third base coach, but some coaches just prefer different spots out in the field. And Coach Sherman likes first, and he was saying something about the call, and he told me he only wanted to hear something from the head coach, and he said he was the head coach.
So Xander Payne was originally ruled out at first. The umpires took a discussion and officially called him out. So there are 2 down here. As you mentioned earlier with Mitchell Holtz, he hit his 105 pitch limit, so he's out as done with pitching for the day. He'll be at shortstop, and Adam Meets will now come in.
Don't hold me on shortstop. I saw him go out that way, and then all of a sudden I saw Kladinsky go back to short. But I don't see anybody over at second right now. And I see Swift shifting right now over to center.
Holtz actually just got out of the dugout.
That's why I said I haven't figured out where everybody's going here yet. It looked like Swift is shifting to center. It looked like Romasier is actually now in left field. And then it'll be, let's see if Holtz goes to second or Kladinsky goes to second. So we're top of the 5, 2 outs, runner on second right now, as you'll see, and it'll be coming to the plate will be Alex Doval will be coming to the plate here.
So it looks like Holtz will stay at shortstop. Doval now coming up to the plate. Last plate appearance, he ended up walking and eventually scored. First pitch, and it's high there for a ball.
We have Dunkirk leading Olean 9-0. Looks like St. Joe's and St. Franny's are in a dogfight right now as St. Francis has a 6-5 lead. But trail 6-5 to St. Joe's after 5.
Here's the pitch. That one's high, and the catcher had the leap for that one.
Looks like Adam's going to play football at the next level. He's going to be going to Alfred to play football.
The pitch. That one is there for ball 4. So 4 straight pitches, all resulting in a walk for Doval. So Aiden Paul will come up to the plate. Paul so far 0 for 1. He walked in the second inning, and then in the fourth he laid down a bunt which resulted in an out over the first. Here's the pitch, and that one's there for a strike.
Good adjustment right now. We could be seeing Paul come into this game as a pitcher, as he was warming up here behind the dugout, getting ready to possibly be the next pitcher to come into this game.
The 0-1 pitch, that's right there again. 2 quick strikes, sets up now with 2 outs in the inning.
And I'll tell you, you got to get this man right here. You got Fry on deck, who's over here licking his chops because he wants in this batter's box with runners in scoring position.
And that one was high. Count will go 1-2. And yeah, if that sets up a possible walk opportunity, Fry will have the bases loaded with 2 outs.
We got a final as Dunkirk wins 14-3 over Olean.
The 1-2 pitch. This one's high and will laser foul.
And we all, is the only place I think I've really looked at when a foul ball goes, we all look to see where it's going, right?
And Akron's, Akron and Albion's game, softball game behind us just went final.
See if we can maybe get a score. What was the score of your game, you guys? 7. Who won? You did 7-2? The Akron softball team has won 7-2 over Albion.
Here's the pitch. That one's high. And that should be count full now, 3-2.
So you're looking. I mean, right now I'm looking. You're going to see a strike right here. You better get ready to hit right here.
Pitch. That one's low in the dirt. As the runners advance off a steal attempt, Paul will head to first base, and the bases are loaded. 2 are down, and here comes Brian Fry.
How they worded? I said he was licking his chops for this one. He better he better deliver right here. I know he's wanting this one right here. But again, when you see there's a walk and your pitcher is coming to this game and he's got a walk like that, right? I'm right now as a batter, I'm gonna look something for belt high right down the pipe because he's trying to find the zone. And if he misses and has to go over the pipe to try to find someone, watch out. That's what you're jumping on.
Here's the pitch, and it's there for a strike. Medina up 5-1 in the top of the 5th. They have a chance to blow this lead even wide open. Pitch. That one's high, and the count will even back up at 1.
Cicchini led off the inning, am I correct, when he pounded that double off the fence?
He did, yes. Started with the leadoff double, and Fry tried to go all in on that swing, and he missed for strike 2. Two strikes, 2 down, bases loaded. The pitch, and that one will go foul. Right in towards the lacrosse field, right behind the goalie net.
At least it's away from people, though. We got one field cleared out, though, so there's one that's cleared out at this point.
Here's the pitch. That one will go inside. Count now at 2-2. Here's the pitch. That one's high, and 3-2 now. 2 outs, bases loaded.
Runners will be going on the pitch, too. So you'll see the runners move right when the pitch gets delivered.
The pitch. And it's not going to hit the strike zone, just close. Ball 4, and that sets Mosher to come home to make this a 6-1 lead.
Coach Bell is going to come out, talk to his pitcher right here, see if he either makes a move or he's just coming out to talk to him.
I didn't see
he hasn't
anyone
been able to find the zone yet. Well, you got to remember he's got a very short bench. He's got, 4 people on the bench, right? Mm-hmm. So a lot of his pitchers right now are guys that are actually already out in the field. And you see actually coming in, it looks like it's Ramasier. Is that who's coming in from left field?
Either
number 4, right?
Yeah,
he went from second base out to left field.
Yeah, so it'll be a Ramesser now coming in the pitch.
I apologize. I said that wrong. Say that for me one more time.
Ramesser.
Ramesser. So Ramesser is actually now into the game to pitch. He went from second to left field, now out to the mound.
So as we get Ramesser here now, doing some pitching right now before we resume action, we'll actually take a break in the action. You're listening to Western New York Athletics.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
Welcome back, everyone, to Western New York Athletics. Had a pitching change as Adam Meets was in for Akron for a bit, but after that walk that led Mosher into score, we now have number 4, Andrew Ramesser, in the pitch. And he will throw in a ball for his first pitch here on the mound, and coming into bat will be A.J. Seafeld. Feld's got 1 hit so far. That one will go in for a strike. It's back in the top of the third inning. And he has a beautiful opportunity. Even though there's 2 outs, he has the bases loaded for him. It's the 1-1. This one is hit over to left field, trying to track it back, and this one will go by for a base hit. 1 run will score, 2 will score. Fry will now just walk in. 3 runs come in. Seefeld with a 3 RBI double with 2 outs, and this lead will now go 9-1.
You know, the old adage that comes when it comes to baseball is walks will kill you, right? And you've seen that's been the key to this inning, is walks have actually killed Akron this inning. As now we've got a 9-1 game, and then we've seen a couple big doubles in this one. That's the 3rd double of the inning, am I correct?
That is, yeah. It's the 3rd double here, as with Zach Fike coming up, if he gets on base or doesn't perform any out, Cicchini will come back up and they will bat it around. Here's the pitch, and that one gets by the catcher, and now have Seefeld will now move from 2nd to 3rd.
I had to take a look at your score sheet because I had 9-1. So did you. The scoreboard only has 8-1. So I was like, I wanted to make sure I was right on this one.
Here's the pitch. This one's hit towards, popped up. Second baseman trying to take a look at it. And he is there for the 3rd and final out. So with 2 outs, the Medina Mustangs able to muster in a couple of runs, and they've now extended this lead even more. We now go towards the bottom of the 5th inning. We will take a break in the action. This is Western New York Athletics.
At Cairo First Wellness, your health and well-being is our passion. Let us take care of you and your family like one of our own.
Cairo First Wellness Center is dedicated to providing patients long-term relief and teaching them how to continue taking care of themselves. With a blend of different techniques, services, and personalized treatment plans, we'll help you find wellness in a way that's right for you. Between chiropractic care, spinal decompression, nutritional counseling, massage therapy, custom orthotics, and more, your relief is in our hands. If twisting, popping, and cracking intimidate you, our Pro Adjuster restores the same range of motion as a physical adjustment would with gentle, repeated tapping.
Dr. Mo at Cairo First has been taking care of my back needs for the past 4 years. His staff treats you like family. I've had the traction, I've had the massage done, and every time leave here feeling fresh and brand new.
Cairo First Wellness Center. Your health and well-being, our passion.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
Are you in pain from a no-fault car accident? Don't wait. Call RES Physical Medicine and Rehab today and take advantage of our 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. One of our medical professionals will see you within 48 hours. RES offers DXD imaging for a more accurate diagnosis in less time. This allows our doctors to coordinate the most effective treatment plan to get you on your way to recovery faster. Feel better with RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. Click or call today to learn more.
Welcome back, everyone, to Western New York Athletics live here on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and our WesternNewYorkAthletics.com website. I'm Jacob Fike. Alongside me is Tom Prince. We're live here at the Thomas Wetson Field, home of the Akron Tigers, as they are taking on Medina, and they're now hitting here at the bottom of the 5th inning, but they're currently down 9-1. As up to the plate there for Akron is number 3, Kyle Swift, who takes a first pitch strike. Second pitch there. See that smacked foul towards third base, foul territory.
You're seeing Swift wanting to go that opposite field. I'm shocked they're not trying to go inside on Swift here a little bit so he can't actually do that kind of a hit.
Here's the 0-2. And this one goes right by him. Fike, having still tremendous velocity on the ball, is able to get a strikeout here, one away.
Does a good job of going up and out of the zone, right? Don't give him a strike to hit right there. Goes up and out of the zone and get his strikeout that he's looking for. Fike looking for a quick inning right here, especially after his teams come out the way they did last inning.
Now first pitch, and this one will hit towards second baseman. Over to first to Paul, and the second out of the inning already. Holtz already down on one pitch out.
You can see these infielders are really anticipating a hop to come at one point. Did you see that hop that took at the very end right there? You could see they're all waiting for when the hop is going to come.
Two already down here for Akron, and stepping up to the plate is Jacob Meza. 0 for 2 so far. He's struck out twice. One swinging and one looking. Here's the pitch. That one is down, ball 2. Here's the 2-0. This one goes right by Meza, strike 1.
Like staying strong out there. Looks good, right?
He's pitched 4 2/3 innings and has been phenomenal so far pitching. Has, I believe, 6 strikeouts so far. The count will now go 3-1.
The only run was on one ball that he left over the plate and was hit very hard.
Here's the pitch. And this one's down for ball 4. As Meza sprints to first to see where the catcher is already. And with 2 down here, there's a walk.
Tell the field's a little dry as every time ball goes in the dirt or something kicks in the dirt, that dirt comes up. It's getting in the umpire's poor eye right there.
2 down. Stepping up to the plate now is Klaczynski, as this one will go right by for a base hit. As he now tries to go for 3, they try to gun it down for him. And he's right there for the out. A beautiful defensive job by Medina's outfield into the infield. And they have now completed 5 full innings. Akron down on Medina, 9-1.
Before we go, though, that's a great piece of hitting there by Klaczynski. Does exactly what you need to do on an outside pitch. Goes oppo right into right field. Does a great job of going with that outside pitch. That's a textbook hitting right there. Great piece of hitting by Klaczynski.
So with that, we will take a break in the action. When we get back, we'll have the start of the 6th inning. This is Western New York Athletics.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today. And we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
WNYathletics.com is the premier high school sports website in Western New York, providing the best sports coverage of Section 6 and Monsignor Martin leagues. Check out our page for daily game recaps and late-breaking sports news. Our online scoreboards are updated in real time. Never miss a goal or touchdown. Visit WNYathletics.com today or follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube.
Welcome back, everyone, to Western New York Athletics, as Rob Messer has done his practice pitching as the top of the 6th is about to start off, along with Medina Joe Cicchini, who started off this last inning with 1 of 5 runs in that Medina top of the 5th inning that led to this 9-1 lead.
Great double, started off right out to the wall. Sack fly earlier in this game too.
It's a pitch and it's low. 1-0.
And that sack fly was to get the first run of the game home, if you remember, when everybody was playing for a 1-run ball game the way that Holtz and Fike had started out in this game.
Here's the pitch, and this one is smacked right towards the gap for a base hit. Cicchini rounding first. He will go right into second. And once again, Cicchini, another leadoff double to start off the Medina offense.
Cicchini the man right now, huh? He's hitting the ball well. Look at that. Second double goes deep. Boy, he's seeing the ball well. I'm telling you, I love this kid's stroke. I love this kid when he gets into the batter's box. He is one of the best, I'll tell you. He really takes his time and sees the at-bat, and he has really shown it real well today.
Now coming up is Corey Sy. Showing the bunt. This one's popped up. The catcher tried to dive for it, and it's not going to be a catch, and Sy is able to get there to first base. Cicchini did not advance from second to third. He stayed there.
He had to, because it was a fly ball. You didn't know if it was going to be caught right there, right? If it gets caught and you take off, you're doubled off. You got to be able to recognize that, and he does a good job of recognizing that and make sure it's not a double play.
So with already 0 outs now, Austin Mosher will now come up with runners on first and second.
The Red Raiders rally for 3 runs in the 6th and take the lead over St. Joe's 8-7 heading to the 7th.
Now bunt attempt, and this one goes just high for a ball.
Looks like the bullpen again is warming up for Medina.
Pitch right down the middle for a strike.
I can't see who it is, though, because they're going the opposite way this time. So I only see the catcher. I don't get a chance to see who's throwing.
The 1-1. This one is smacked foul. Catcher trying to fight for it, see if he can get to it, and he doesn't. Wild there along that third base side. Him and Bauer have had some trouble trying to catch those pop-ups, and that has to be the sun being the factor.
Yeah, the sun, the slope, a lot of things are going into play, but definitely been tough over there. Sorry, again, we lost our picture. Sometimes we have a 100-foot cord that's going around the dugout, around the baseline to be able to get this shot for you today. So we apologize if our cord gets hit at all. It could come out there a little bit. So we've got you back up and running.
Here's the pitch. And this one is popped up. Shortstop taking a look at it, going for it, and he's got it for the first out. So Holtz able to grab the first out for Akron. Now set up Xander Payne. Payne so far is 0 for 2. Pitch. This one will go right there for strike one. Here's the pitch. This one gets by, but catcher there, Wild's able to make the nice grab. Prevents from the 2 runners from Medina to go from the second and third.
Wild stops the wild pitch. Did we go with the pun on that one?
I should have, though. And now we got a stoppage in play now. Looks like an umpire timeout.
I think the batter called timeout on that one.
It's a pitch. This one will go foul. Lasering. Pitch. And that one ends up hitting Xander Payne, and that will load the bases up.
I think with all this dirt, it's been kicking up on us a little bit.
Alex Doval now coming up. He's been walked twice so far, and this one ends up blooping down for a base hit. 1 runner will score. And Duval getting his first hit of the game and making us now a 10-1 lead. Medina doing a good job with their bats.
So there is a 10-run rule that you wonder is going to come into effect right here if they score Medina.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one bounces, and Wild prevents the wild pitch.
He was dying to that one. He knew it was coming.
The 1-1. This one is popped up to center field. Tries to track it down, goes underneath it, able to make the grab. Sac fly opportunity, and it works out to perfection. As the runner comes from third to score, Sai able to now make it a 11-run lead.
So Akron, they've started the inning, right? So Akron is the home team. They still get a chance to bat, but it is now 10 runs.
There's pitch there for Bryce Fry for a strike. So a sac fly by Aiden Paul was able to bring home Corey Sai. Fry now comes up with 2 outs. Runners on second and first. And a curveball there, and it will now even up the count at 1. Here's the pitch. This one is smacked in between the first and second baseman. Trying to round third is Payne. He'll go ahead and score. And now Fry, with the ball going past the first baseman, will now extend from first to second. And with 2 down, it's now 12-1 Mustangs.
That scored 2, didn't it? It scored 2 or 1?
I believe it was just 1 play. Xander Payne came home. So Doval's now at third. Fry is over at second. Seafeld's able to get it right by the third and shortstop for a base hit. Fry will now run past third and score 2 runs, and is now 14-1.
And this has been all the bats right now in Medina. They're really showing off their bats right here.
Mentioned about Medina's offensive firepower they've had throughout the first 3 games of the season, as Fike takes a first pitch strike. They put up 10 and shut out Livonia on their season opener. They faced Barker on a 2-game series set, and they put up 16 in the first game in a victory, and then defeated Barker in the second game 19-2. There's a swing, and it's popped up. Holtz trying to find a way to go for it. He's able to grab it, and that will complete the inning. So 2 opportunities from the 5th and the 6th inning where Medina was almost able to bat around. That pop-up there completes the 3rd out, signaling the end of the top of the 6th. Akron coming up to bat. They're down 14-1.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA, with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs. WNYathletics.com is the premier high school sports website in Western New York, providing the best sports coverage of Section 6 and Monsignor Martin leagues. Check out our page for daily game recaps and late-breaking sports news. Our online scoreboards are updated in real time. Never miss a goal or touchdown. Visit WNYathletics.com.
Welcome you back, everyone, to Western New York Athletics. Bottom of the 6th inning now. Akron currently down 14-1 as Medina's pitcher, Zach Fike, who they've had a couple of times where Aiden Paul's warmed up for them, but he's been given the go throughout these past 2 innings, and he's done a good job so far.
Boy, another scoring update. This is a gem going on right now in the Monsignor Martin division. St. Joe's had taken the lead.
There's now a hit by Meats, and this one is lined to the center fielder for the first out.
Had literally taken the lead 8-7, and then the Marauders scored 2 in the top of the 7th to reclaim the lead 9-8 after St. Francis had taken the lead. It's just been a back and forth battle. Been unbelievable to watch. That is a fun game right now.
And for Zach Fike, after that pitch, he will now be taken out. Now we see who will be coming to pitch. Looks like it's going to be Aiden Paul, who will now come onto the mound for relief.
To be expected. And it looks like Fike is going to move over to first base is where he's going to go to.
So as Aiden Paul will get ready for some warm-up pitches here. I want to thank you guys so far for tuning into this broadcast live here. You've been listening to on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, or on the Western New York Athletics.com website. We thank you guys for finding a way to find this game and make this part of your daily routine here as we keep broadcasting more games throughout the season.
And I'll tell you may want to join in Thursday night to the Diamond Report, as I am sure this game's going to be talked about. I am sure you're going to hear the names Brian Fry, Joe Cicchini in this one, Zach Fike. I'm sure they're going to be kids that are going to be recognized in there because they have just been phenomenal today, and just 3 in this game that absolutely deserve to be recognized in our weekly recap. Our interviews are still be determined. We're still trying to work that out. Could have a big interview this week. We're waiting to finalize it.
And I know you and I were talking about a certain rule that takes place here when there's a certain amount of runs, a certain amount of lead against a 2 opponents here in baseball, where if a team's up by more than 10 runs past 5 innings, they could implement a mercy rule here. But there's also been a back and forth discussion how the AA conference, you said, is not incorporating that. So like some players who don't play much might get a chance to play in a couple baseball games. So
yeah, I mean,
it'll be intriguing to see what they do.
Got benches, got kids on there, about 25 people long that are in their teams. So when they see a game that's like that, those are the kids that get a chance to play that would normally not get a chance to play at all. So they try to use those games to say, no, we're going to do the right thing, and we will get people into play in that game. So everybody's different on how they do it. So I don't want to say there's a right or wrong, because there isn't, right? It is up to the coaching, and what's right or wrong for your team is how it boils down to. But we'll see exactly what's going to happen here. Is leading off right now is going to be Bauer, the third baseman right here for Akron.
Aiden Bauer 0 for 2 so far in the day. Been playing third base for Akron. First pitch is there for a ball. It's the pitch, and it's right there for a strike.
He absolutely has given everybody that outside corner.
Here's the pitch. This one will go foul. As Fike was trying to fight for it, but wasn't going to get there in time.
Fike got some wheels. Did you see that? He took off, and they were worried because it actually goes to like uncut grass and everything. You can't see it in the out of bounds area. Very tough for us to see it, but Fike got some wheels and almost got to that one. Looks like our lacrosse game is done now, too.
Last one playing a sporting event here as the third pitch here is in for a strikeout. A beautiful curveball that had some nice break towards the end, and we are now 2 away.
Maybe the best curve we've seen of the day right there. Just shows not only can this Medina team hit, their pitching staff is deep. There's no doubt about it.
So now Ramaster up to the plate, taking a first pitch strike.
Remember, Fry can throw, right? Is another guy that can still out there. We haven't seen Xander Payne throw. It just shows guy after guy that can throw out here.
The pitch, and that one is bounced towards the second baseman. He'll throw it over to first to complete the out. That will complete the bottom of the 6th inning with Medina currently on top of Akron 14-1.
No, I think they're playing. They're gonna play 7.
So we're not going to go to the top of the 7th inning. We'll take a break in the action. You're listening to Western New York Athletics.
At Cairo First Wellness, your health and well-being is our passion. Let us take care of you and your family like one of our own.
Cairo First Wellness Center is dedicated to providing patients long-term relief and teaching them how to continue taking care of themselves. With a blend of different techniques, services, and personalized treatment plans, we'll help you find wellness in a way that's right for you. Between chiropractic care, spinal decompression, nutritional counseling, massage therapy, custom orthotics, and more, your relief is in our hands. If twisting, popping, and cracking intimidate you, our Pro Adjuster restores the same range of motion as a physical adjustment would with gentle, repeated tapping.
Dr. Mo at Cairo First has been taking care of my back needs for the past 4 years. His staff treats you like family. I've had the traction, I've had the massage done, and every time leave here feeling fresh and brand new.
Cairo First Wellness Center. Your health and well-being, our passion.
Are you in pain from a no-fault car accident? Don't wait. Call RES Physical Medicine and Rehab today and take advantage of our 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. One of our medical professionals will see you within 48 hours. RES offers DXD imaging for a more accurate diagnosis in less time. This allows our doctors to coordinate the most effective treatment plan to get you on your way to recovery faster. Feel better with RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. Click or call today to learn more.
Welcome back, everyone, to Western New York Athletics as we're just about to get started with the top of the 7th inning. Medina coming up to bat. They're up big on Akron 14-1 as we get a pitching change here for Akron. Number 17, River White, comes into the mound.
River, great kid. Really is. I've had a chance to coach River, and just really is a great kid. One of the nicest kids you really want to meet, and I'm so happy to see him getting a chance to do out here for his school. It's what he's been wanting to do. He wanted to make sure he got out here and played for this varsity team, and I just love that he's getting that opportunity to do that now.
The junior on the mound, going up against Cicchini, junior as well. Here's the pitch, and this one is popped up. Right fielder trying to run for it, and he's able to grab it for the first out.
Tell you, that's a big out right there for River. As really the day that Cicchini's having right there, that's a tough out and does a good job of getting him out. But Cicchini's just been hot with that bat today. It was just huge as he just pounded the ball out to the fence so many times today.
So Ramesser now coming up to the plate. That one's not Ramesser. Number 4 for Medina, Jack Rutkowski, checks in to the batter's box and takes a first pitch strike. Next pitch, and it's right there down the middle and right. Already has him down 0-2.
River's throwing a good inning right here so far.
The 0-2. That one just missing, but the ball be ball 1.
Jake, what he's doing really well is he's throwing strikes, right? That's exactly what you want your pitcher to do, and he's come out here to throw strikes.
The 1-2 pitch. That one, a curveball hitting the dirt, and the count will even up at 2.
Nice hook. I like the throw right there. So you got to see, go back to the fastball right now. Look at that outside corner where you know you've been getting that call.
The 2-2. And that one is hit towards the shortstop. Takes a weird bounce. He'll chuck it over to first, and it's high and well out of bounds. As the ump will call time, and Rutkowski will advance to second base.
See the hop that thing took? It literally went to his, he actually went to his right side on that one, and then it bounces over to his left side, and then he's got to adjust and be able to make the throw. Just a very tough play to be able to make.
Now coming up to the plate here as they get another substitution. Hayden Woodrow. Let's take his first plate appearance today. First pitch is there for a ball. Here's a second pitch, and that one gets right by him for a strike. The 1-1 pitch. That one going low to the left, and the count will go up 2-1. Here's the pitch. Running low, and it will now be 3-1. Mentioned earlier in this broadcast that this is a 2-game series set between Akron and Medina, and they will come into competition tomorrow afternoon as the one hop over the shortstop gets it to the first base for out number 2.
So to let everybody know where we're going to be this week, right? So tomorrow, Jake will be at Will East as Will North will take on Will East. What a matchup's that going to be, as Chris Guerin, the new head coach of Will East, comes from Will North as he was the assistant over there. So you've got some big things, plus Joe Mack, the catcher, ready to be drafted.
So number 18 now, who's get a substitution, Jacob Velasco will come into the game.
Then on Wednesday, we're going to go to softball as Lakeshore will be at Depew.
Pitch there is low, ball 2.
Then on Thursday, again, tune into the Diamond Report as I will be hosting it at 7:30. An hour-long show, the first half hour baseball, the second half hour softball.
That one will run high, count 3-0.
Friday, big matchup in the softball world as Will East will play Clarence, where Julianne Bolton, who just threw the perfect game, will go head-to-head with Summer over at Will East, former pitcher of the year.
And Velasco getting his first hit of the game, and that sends a runner home to make it 14-2.
No, 15-1.
Excuse me, 15-1. My apologies.
And then on Saturday, you're going to get a chance to see Akron again, because this time they're going to take on Maryvale at Maryvale. So we get a chance to see Maryvale play, and I'll tell you, there's going to be some great games as we have coming up this week.
Alex Doval up to the plate. Had a hit in his previous at-bat in the top of the 6th inning.
The Red Raiders loaded the bases but couldn't get a run across to fall to St. Joe's 9-8.
And that one's there for a strike. The 1-1. And this one is shot right towards, looked like the hit off the first base umpire. Took a weird bounce. The second baseman looked like he had it, but that ends up with Doval going to first base. So right now, Aiden Paul coming up to the plate. He's had a sac fly, RBI in this game. He's also been walked twice, actually. Ball 1. Pitch, and that one's high, but it hits the top part of the strike zone. The 1-1. That one's right there for strike 2. That one hits the top part for strike 3, and that will complete the end of this inning. So 1 run crosses the plate to extend this lead up to 14. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Medina up on Akron, 15-1.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
Are you in pain from a no-fault car accident? Don't wait. Call RES Physical Medicine and Rehab today and take advantage of our 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. One of our medical professionals will see you within 48 hours. RES offers DXD imaging for a more accurate diagnosis in less time. This allows our doctors to coordinate the most effective treatment plan to get you on your way to recovery faster. Feel better with RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. Click or call today to learn more.
Welcome back, everyone, to Western New York Athletics as we now hit the bottom of the seventh and the final bottom half of this game as Medina currently on top of Akron 15-1. Aiden Paul coming into relief as pitching as we get a Iannarelli here up the bat. First pitch, and that one hits the right side of the corner for a strike.
An outside corner. Live there all day, I'll tell you that, especially because Blue's been giving it to you.
Here's the pitch, and that one is chopped over the pitcher. Fry, barehanded to first, and that was too easy for Brian Fry for the first out.
Shows you just how good he is. Great play right there by Fry. I'll tell you, I think we're pretty much ready to name our players of the game, you know, in a 15-run, bottom of the seventh right now, 15-1 game. I think we'd say our players of the game right now, first of all, you got to give starting pitcher Zach Fike one of the player of the game right there.
Pitch is there for a strike. Cody Lotz checks in to the batter's box, first time today.
And I'll tell you, you could give Brian Fry player of the game every time he walks out here on the field. I get that, but I think this time we're going to go with Joe Cicchini, as he has just been on fire at bat with the doubles that he pounded out to the wall to get that first run of the game for Medina, and then also to start some big rallies right there, as Joe Cicchini is our other player of the game.
There's a pitch, and that one's low for a ball. And you mentioned about Cicchini, you know, he started off with a strikeout in the first inning, and ever since then, he's done a tremendous job. Had a sac fly in the third that got home the first round of the game, and then in the fifth and sixth inning, that started off with leadoff doubles, which almost resulted in him almost batting around in both those innings. And just take a look at Zach Fike. He had that nice battle with Holtz towards the beginning of this game, and both those guys just had a tremendous fast pace, able to get pitches off right away with good velocity on the fastball, as you see right there from Paul, able to strike out lots. Fike, along with Holtz, both had really good velocity on their fastballs. They were able to get by their batters. So 2 down. Coming up now, number 7, Jack Bauer. No hit, and that one will go foul.
So if you remember what we talked about, what did we say is a lot of teams don't like the run rule because they want to get players into the game, right? Look what's happened. We've seen every one of the 4 bench players for Akron get in the game. We've seen multiple bench players. I don't know if every one got in, but I'm pretty sure Medina did the same exact thing, right? And now you got other players into the game, so they got opportunity to play.
Here's the 1-1. This one goes right by for strike 2. Two down, final pitch. Paul goes inside, and that will go 2-2. Here's the pitch. Going outside, and the count will run full. He's going to call time. Pitch. And this one will go foul. You hear it from the Akron dugout. Want to see their freshman teammate get a base hit here. Here's the pitch. And this one will go foul again.
Blues out of balls, so they need that ball right there.
Jack Bauer having 2 at-bats so far this season, this one being his 3rd. Here's the 3-2. That one's right there, strike 3, and that is the ball game. So we mentioned the great pitching from Zach Fike, the beautiful offense and defense from the Toledo committed Brian Fry, the great hitting performance from Joe Cicchini has all led to Medina to not only stay undefeated to go 4-0, but get a big win here against Akron on their home field, 15-1. I want to thank you guys for tuning into this broadcast, whether it was on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, westernyorkathletics.com. We thank you guys so much for tuning into this game. We're signing off. Definitely stay tuned for more baseball or softball games by Western New York Athletics later on the week or later on this season. Have a great evening.